3, go.
And we're live. Here we go.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Here we go. Star Wars. While the tireless gaze of the First Order busies itself with consolidating power in the Second Galactic Empire, the New Republic remnant is forced to adapt. Rather than a head-on assault, the NRR, guided from a distance by Admiral Akbar, Luke Skywalker, and the captive Ben Solo, have begun to build a small but elite army that even the Supreme Leader will be forced to acknowledge. Most recently, our heroes have secured the allegiance of a Night Sister sect on Dathomir and their Night Brother kin. Now, necessity has drawn their gaze towards another warrior in the same sector, the Mandalorians. But first...
Squee. The last 2 games have had us harassing that poor Rodian, or rather I am.
No.
John.
Oh yeah, this one's John.
Elsewhere in the galaxy, aboard a First Order transport. "There's trouble in mechanical, sir," says a technical crew member, approaching the ship's captain with hesitation on the bridge. "What kind of trouble?" the captain whirs on his subordinate, obviously perturbed. "Don't you know we have cargo to deliver, schedules to meet, troops to support, and superiors to please?" He narrows his eyes. "Again, I repeat, what kind of trouble?" The crew member stammers. It's nothing important. I think I can handle it. Don't worry." "Yes," says the captain. "I'll not worry." He watches as the crew member sulks off, noticing that it's getting very, very cold in the cockpit. Frowning, he fetches a blanket. Some time passes and another crew member approaches the captain. He notices the captain is shivering but says nothing of it. "Sir, the second shift didn't report to the station, sir. The men are getting upset. They're sleep deprived as it is, and during this mission and the captain cuts him off, "and you will go and find the lazy, good-for-nothing excuse for our second shift crew and rouse them from their drunken stupor. And please tell the first shift to quit whining," he yawns. His breath is now visible in the cold air. "It's so boring it's putting me to sleep." Afraid to speak further to his superior, the crew member again slinks off. Some more time passes. The captain is asleep in the cockpit now. He's wrapped in a blanket and frost covers his eyebrows. He awakes with a start. Behind him, footsteps. What? He startles himself to sleep. "Who goes there?" He spins around to his amazement. No crew, no staff. Just 2 humans and a drawl, a very cold drawl. Let's see here. There you go. One of the humans, a boy, says, "Your ship is now under our control." "It's over." A female on his right ignites a blue lightsaber. The boy does the same. The drawl says in the Brazilian accent, "I would listen to them. I trained them, and I really don't know if I did a good job." Screen wipe.
All right.
So you guys, I'm going to just kind of summarize we didn't get to RP it out much on Facebook, but at some point it's obvious that Mandalore is kind of the closest system to you guys, and you have Jaminos with you who has some connections, and so the decision was made to head off that way in your HWK 1000, and you have Garoon, that old clan leader that somehow persuaded his way onto your ship, so he's accompanying you as well as a representative of the Knight Brothers.
Are the
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we are they how is the NRR getting to the rest of those who had sworn to the new RR or the NRR? Are they just gonna go pick them up, or is that kind of like the devil in the details?
Yeah, it is, but you're kind of you're on the front edge of things. Your job is just to kind of recruit, and the infrastructure is kind of building behind you, trying to kind of coordinate things, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
As you get a new alliance, maybe some technical crews will land behind you and kind of make contact and set up communications and try to do this all on the down low, so you're not really noticed by the First Order.
Okay.
All right. So R4 beeps. The HWK 1000 exits through the red atmosphere Dathomir. It punches into the blackness of space and now glides there momentarily, picking up momentum until it stretches out and disappears into an elongated flash and enters hyperspace. On board, R4 beeps again. A gruff voice speaks. "That's some droid you have there," says clan leader Groom. He's joined you for the current mission, a prize in the negotiations for the alliance of the denizens of Dathomir. "I'm being amazed more and more." He moves to one of the viewports. The clan leader has never been in space. A lightsaber is dangling by his side. "There's a lot that is new to Groon." He turns to Jaminos. "So, Mandalore, eh? I've only heard rumors. Tell me about it. You have family there?"
Jaminos has a flask that he's pulled from his thing, and he just keeps drinking from it, and then every time he empties it, he has to go and replace it. He's just like, I really did not want to go back to Mandalore right yet. I haven't been preparing for this, but yeah, I've got family down there. Got my brother, both my brothers, my mother, my father. Oh, hell, my father. And he takes another drink. Damn, do we have to fly so fast? I mean, can't we take it a little bit slower?
And R4 kind of beeps and says something about light speed and hyperspace multipliers, and kind of a smart aleck remark, like you're an idiot.
I really wouldn't test him, Rust Bucket. And she kind of kicks R4's back of his little dome of where his processing unit would be.
He kind of spins around and heads over towards Malik and kind of peeks into the cockpit.
Malik turns around and looks back, and he's like, "R4 is not going to like that. He can vent you all out into space or turn off the oxygen in here. I would be quite nice to my droid."
"Yeah, well, I have a lightsaber."
And he goes, Zzz, he kind of does that thing, and his little arc welder kind of goes out, and just between the two electrodes, a little kind of playful zap of electricity goes between the two electrodes, like he's kind of showing off his stuff.
And Jaminos just takes another step, and he's like, "Cold darkness of space would be a lot quicker than what my dad's got in store for me."
So Groon kind of turns from the viewport and looks around the cabin, and goes and kind of has a seat next to Jaminos, and has a little makeshift cup or whatever. He says, "Spare any of that?"
I pour him some.
He has a sip of
Mandalore
it. I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, Mandalorian wine's not for everybody. But as far as the planet itself, parts of it are pretty, Concordia used to be pretty. Then we mined the fuck out of it. Pardon my language. Now, there's not much of us left. A lot of abandoned cities. And very, very tough people.
So Groon kind of takes a smaller sip of his liquor at this point and says, Concordia? What type of place is that?
It's a moon. It's where we got all our Mandalorian iron until we mined it nearly to nothing being an asteroid. There's a little bit of forest left on it as a makeshift preservation, but the Death Watch nearly removed all that was left.
So he kind of starts counting on his fingers. He goes, so on this ruined planet that's mostly destroyed and has a nearby moon that's been mined to death, you have a bunch of murderers and toughs. You have your two brothers, your father, your mother. Do you even know what's become of them?
No. The last time I saw my father, he handed me a gun and said, all right, make your way in the world. Don't come home until you've made something of yourself. Usually that means he'll shoot me, but you never know. He might have gotten soft in the 10 years since I last saw him.
Groon kind of looks around at the motley crew and is like, well, I hope this will suffice. And where's Tef's at this point?
I assume she's in the cockpit.
Okay, he kind of nods up towards the cockpit. He says, not everybody travels with a Jedi. I'm sure he'll be very impressed.
And then Jaminos he downs the entire thing. He's like, oh, God, I'm going in there with Jedi. I'm going to die. And he just starts banging his head against the viewport, just like, tung, tung, tung.
Groon says something about that's what your helmet should be for, Mount. You better put it on.
And he just kind of sits down, sulking.
Malik looks back and he's like, don't worry, we'll show them all how tough we are, and I'm sure they'll come flocking to our banner. And he just kind of looks back and kind of gives Tess a look and kind of chuckles to himself.
What did that droid say? Jaminos pulls out his gun.
He said that he cannot wait to see Mandalore. Sounds like a great place.
What's Mance up to?
No, he's been watching Jaminos walk around being all nervous about going, and he starts laughing when he starts banging his head on the wall. He's pretty chill right now.
So he's kind of fluttering
This is
around.
the most nervous Jaminos has usually been.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to kind of continue forward then after that good little bit of RP and background. I like it. So maybe a day or two passes in hyperspace, and you guys are getting closer to your destination. Anything else you want to do? Not trying to be savvy or anything. Just trying to move on to the next screen. If not, we'll go ahead.
Jaminos was slobbering drunk until he ran out of alcohol. Now he's got the worst hangover ever.
Puked inside his helmet.
Hate it when that happens.
That's not funny because I've had a friend of mine. We were doing helo dunkers, and when we flipped upside down and then we went into the water, the dude threw up as his Kevlar came off because it wasn't it wasn't secured, and it fell down, and he looked up and threw up as it flipped over, and I was sitting in front of him, so therefore when it flipped over and went topside, I was below him, and it just showered me in puke as it went underwater.
At least you're going underwater.
Yeah, it was just right as it happened. So
It actually
Chumming the
happened.
wildlife.
A guy in my club got dehydrated and threw up inside his helmet, popped the visor right out of it.
It's
And
a
I thought
breakaway for
Mandalorians
just such
were supposed to be
emergencies.
tough. All right, so I want somebody, whoever's the best, or you could do a combined check to make a difficult. So, well, how about we do some destiny points first?
Oh yeah, I forgot we needed to do that, huh? Nah, we don't need any destiny points.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah. So, do we roll destiny? Is that what we do?
Yeah,
there should be
wait until he clears it. He's got to clear the pool first.
Yeah, because it's still saying 5 light, 3 dark.
Okay.
Did it clear pool for you?
I'll tell you in a second. No.
Not on mine.
No.
No, I clicked sync on pool with GM. And it
This is weird.
didn't do anything.
You might have to do it manually if it's not doing it. But you can just...
No, it won't even force the player update. It won't even. None of my buttons will work. Let me just
None of
reload
my buttons are working. Yeah.
Let me just reload the program.
Oh, wow. Mine's not working either. Huh.
Well, that's weird then. That's a glitch in the matrix.
Glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, I'll reload my client.
You might have to reload the API, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Dice pool. Yeah, none of my buttons are working.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, nothing's working. Ooh, this is not good. Yeah, you might have to reload the API.
Let me back out of this then. I have to do that from that main menu. Let me exit out.
Put a kink in the session before it even... I guess we could talk about Shattered Kingdoms. I don't care who I play because the guy...
I just say, I'm sorry, I'm not technical. Do I just hit restart API tech sandbox?
I think so. Not quite sure. But Ted, I will play the chick, the girl, since the prison guy was taken. Don't know anything about her, but...
There's no chick as far as I know.
I thought there was. You were speaking about her. You
mean the effeminate guy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy. It's like he's a courtesan.
Ooh, a butt boy.
Nah, not technically, but I mean, he's definitely a fop, right? So he's
a fop. Fucking old ass lingo.
Dandy. He's a dandy.
It took me a minute to figure it out. Even I had to look it up because it's like, wait, fop. Last time I heard fop was in
not fap, fop.
No, last time I heard fop was in Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Mm.
Yeah, that is a good one to bring up. Actually,
Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan.
I'm a damn man.
Yeah.
I'm a fop, God damn it.
All right. There we go. I think we're good. Does everything work for you guys?
That looks better.
Everybody needs to refresh. I think.
Yep. Click sync pool with GM if you.
Yep.
And roll destiny.
Yeah, you have to do that with this API sometimes because
off to a lovely start.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful, guys. Thank you.
That's something.
Oh my god.
We are gonna die on Mandalore.
Is that everybody?
Yeah. You sure you don't need to restart it again?
Hold on.
You get a 1 light side point because of Tess.
No, it's 2. I thought because of light side Paragon, you get 2 extra. Or
no, just 1.
Just 1.
All right.
Hold on. I want to see. This isn't going to affect it.
Right. Don't count them, but see if it'll actually roll a light somewhere.
I'll just roll this real quick with like 5 force die just to see if it'll.
Oh shit!
I think we have a problem, Houston.
Wow.
Oh
no.
What? That was just really unlucky.
You guys have something's going on in here. All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna check one more
Jim
thing.
really doesn't want to go to Mandalore.
I mean, most of it's like weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
in fact, he's trying to get everything away from there.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean that seems about right. This is just a bunch of test rolls.
It's
You roll a bunch of enough dice, and
Yeah, no, that was fine. The API is working. It's just the force is not with us today. Wow.
16 dark, 7 light.
All right. It was 4 dark, 1 light, I think, right?
Yep.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 dark, 1 light.
Okay.
Actually, with Jaminos' thing, it's 5 dark, 1 light.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, so light side points. We don't use them. We have to win up or 1 up. Yeah, just don't use them.
All right. Costs us a little time. That's fine. All right. I want somebody to. So you're getting closer, and R4 beeps, and beep 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 beep. So you're getting closer. So I want you guys to roll astrogation check, and your difficulty is set.
Yeah. Maybe our force should roll it. Yeah.
I mean, I can offer a blue with astrogation. So.
Let's see. He rolls a. Yeah, he's pretty good.
You can roll as him, can't you?
Yeah, I believe I can.
Just don't forget my blue.
Okay. Do you want to set that?
I got your blue.
Okay.
I got your boy blue.
All right. I like
Boom.
it.
Okay.
At least we did it.
Success 2 threat. Okay. So you guys kind of come out of hyperspace. Before you is way in the distance is Mandalore, but you're within a safe distance out of the gravity well. It's a very good astrogation check, and you notice that there's a asteroid field around you, but there's going to be plenty of time to get around it and that sort of thing if you need to do so. So I want you guys to kind of do a little RP and go from there.
Malik, as we come out of hyperspace and realize there's a asteroid field right in front of us, he kind of looks back from the co-pilot's chair and nods kind of towards Europa, and he's like, see, if it's not for R4, we would be hitting an asteroid right now. You should be nicer to R4.
Jaminos is like, you might want to steer clear of some of those asteroids that have been jury-rigged.
Meanwhile, Tess is flipping switches and looking around, ready to dodge asteroids.
Europa's just kind of just shakes her head. It's like, well, the scrap bucket started with me, so, gotta even the playing field sometime. Keep him in his place. Otherwise, he gets a little sparky.
So you guys start to head through this asteroid field, and at the easygoing, it's or at the beginning, it's pretty easygoing and that sort of thing. But pretty soon, you're going to need to kind of open up your scanners and kind of see what's out there. So you got kind of 2 options. There's your active scanners, where you're putting out active pings and that sort of thing, or your kind of passive ship scanners. The active ones are going to be more accurate and offer you some advantages. But on the other hand, if there are any enemies out there, they're going to kind of know your position more likely. The benefit and drawback of the passive ones are they're going to be a little bit tougher to use, but you're going to kind of remain a secret in orbit, so people might not know you're necessarily there.
Malik would probably.
Go ahead.
No, you would know best. Go ahead.
Well, is there any insight I can offer into what I at least recall is what would be the safest possible route that I could think of? I mean, it's been 10 years, but I mean, they'll put guns on asteroids and things like that, but I don't necessarily know if they would add anything special.
Yeah, I think I can give you a shot of that. What do you think? Do you think a check, or just give you a bonus, or what?
I think me giving a bonus to whoever's flying or something.
I'm down with that.
Malik looks at Jaminos and he's like, do you think we should try to land unseen, or I want to approach these people with the best intentions? So if that means we announce ourselves, that's fine, as long as we're not going to get blown out of the sky immediately.
Well, there's really two thoughts on that matter. There are those who think that those who can sneak past their defenses are of the thought that they deserve to come on the planet, and there are those who think that you should boldly state your purpose. Unfortunately, it's hard to tell who's in charge and where that current mindset is. So I think the best way to go ahead.
No, Malik was just going to ask you what your father would think. Considering that's, as Malik would assume, that's who we'll be talking to first.
Yeah. He kind of thinks about it for a moment. He's not stupid enough to just shoot down anybody who comes through here. He's actually works with a lot of other people to keep Mandalore going, because we don't have enough people to sustain our planet in the same way that we used to. So I don't think we're going to immediately get shot out of the sky. But that being said, if we're going to announce our intentions, we better do it quickly, or else they're going to start shooting us out of the sky regardless.
Malik looks at Tess and he's like, should we try to fly silent?
Forcey.
Huh? 4C, yes.
Yeah, use your 4C power. I foresee something in the future now.
Let's test think.
Oh, sorry, guys. I was getting spoken to in the real world. What'd I miss?
Malik basically asked...
the man of mystery, Rob, gets blowjobs as he plays.
No, so Malik basically asked Tess what she thought. Should they try to fly quietly towards Mandalore or just broadcast their intention? And Jarrett said maybe use your 4C power.
Yeah, Tess okay with that idea.
Did you roll that? Roll it up.
All right. All right. One moment. Way down at the bottom. Can't find the character. Please update. Let me try again.
It's probably that stupid, what's that field that always causes the havoc? Does in weapons, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
roll it manually.
The modifier.
Yeah.
Just roll it. How many force die you have?
2. So we'll just do that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's enough for her to foresee.
So you get this vague, kind of as you're sitting there, this vague picture of the Hawk 1000 kind of flying through the asteroids, scanning deftly and kind of avoiding all the asteroids. But then also you get a vague premonition of danger. You get a fleeting vision of like like a fire spray patrol craft, like circling around the asteroids, kind of like sharks.
All right. Well, based on that sort of premonition, then Tess looks at Malik and says, maybe we better try and keep a low profile till we get closer.
Malik nods and he's like, let's do it.
Okay. So this is going to be a little skill check. It's going to be like a best 2 out of 3 type of deal. So I want you to start off, and you're going to use your passive scanner. So you're not going to get a boost, but you are going to get a boost from Jaminos' knowledge. And the first one's going to be an average check. So whoever's manning the scanners can kind of go from there. I think it's computers.
Wouldn't be me.
Definitely not me.
Could be R4 again.
I'm not intelligent.
Where's a draw when you need one?
R4 has 3 yellows, 1 green.
I've just got 3 greens.
Yeah. Jaminos could just give him pointers, just like stay away from that.
Yeah.
Go towards that.
If anybody has a yellow in it, you can give a blue. So.
Can I do some? Can I do an expiring rhetoric to try to give our day?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
You can be the best piloting droid in the galaxy.
Yeah. Don't listen to anyone else. You're beautiful, R4.
I'm imagining this. This Rodelian just has a Trump face like mask.
That's just against like an average leadership, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Nice.
I did it.
There you go, boom. So he gets what, 2 boosts? Well, 1 from Jaminos and then 1 from your inspiring rhetoric.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, so the first check is set. Why don't you roll it up, Tet? Oh, nice.
Boom.
So R2 just spans over the scanners, and like on your guys' monitors, you see a very detailed like map of these crisscrossing asteroid paths, and Malik kind of gets directions. He's able to bank to port, bank to starboard. At one point, this asteroid just like almost hits your canopy, and you kind of duck underneath it, and R4 kind of beeps again, kind of in a self-congratulatory fashion, and it starts to sound a little bit cocky. So on this next one, it's going to be, I'm going to use that triumph on your next one, okay? This next one's going to be a hard check, and I'm going to give you some extra intelligence after this check. So your difficulty set on this one.
Okay. All my blues are still set, or
Oh, nice.
Another triumph.
Bam.
So boom, that's 2 out of 3. And you guys, not only on your scanners, do you start to pick up all the asteroids. You can probably see them there, but you can see like these fire spray patrol boats kind of zooming around. But like with your intelligence and like your ability to avoid them now, you've both maintained your stealth, and you have been able to kind of put the asteroids between yourselves and these patrol boats. And so they're going to be a non-issue if you want to sneak around them.
I think that's the plan.
Jaminos looks very conflicted about if he's proud that they snuck past him or ashamed.
Yeah, well, it'd be a shame to go in shooting if we're trying to convince them to help us.
Yeah, exactly. Malik looks back and he gives the old thumbs up and he's like, best astromech in the galaxy right here, R4.
Right here. His dome kind of spins around. He's very, very happy with himself at this point.
I still say you should upgrade to a newer model, Malik.
He's like, what, you? You've been around for a while. I'm sure there's some other girl with tattoos we could upgrade to.
She just laughs. It's like, you couldn't even handle me, Malik.
So you guys get around these asteroids, and there's another screen wipe. You should just see the city there, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as your ship enters Mandalore's atmosphere, you can feel the deck shudder as the vessel picks up resistance. Soon you can feel the gentle back and forth of the vessel's wings. It's an odd sensation to be subject to real gravity again, but at this point everyone, except Groon, who appears to be a little shaky on his legs, is used to it. Your communication system comes alive. Unidentified vessel, please identify and state your business.
Jaminos takes a deep breath. I believe this should be me who communicates with
You're
them.
kind of not in like Mandalore kind of has like ruins and like, you know, kind of arid landscape. There's these domed cities still, so you're kind of outside any of the domed cities, and they're just kind of this is kind of airspace control type of thing contacting you. So Jaminos is gonna speak up.
Yeah. And he speaks up.
Identify yourself and state your business.
This is Jaminos of Clan Talon, requesting permission to dock in the Talon fortress.
And the voice on the other end is kind of a gruff chuckle. Jaminos, what do you expect? The little chicken has come home to roost? Hey, we know that's not you. And by the way, Jaminos the Elder is way back here, and he's doing just fine. And so unless you want blown out of the sky, you need to give me a story that's not complete fantasy.
And I just repeat, this is Jaminos Talon, known as the chronicler of Clan Talon and the Mandalorian people. Is there anything that you need me to ask or answer about? Perhaps about Ravion's recent drinking problem last time I was here?
And there's a little bit of a pause.
Sorry.
And Ravion's drinking problem, so is this like a secret thing?
Yeah.
And he says there's nothing wrong with Ravion. And he says, like, the whole family is nothing but, you know, this guy's just kind of a lackey. He doesn't know any of the family secrets, so he probably doesn't know what's going on. So you're going to need to use some charm or some deception or persuasion or something to avoid getting blown out of the sky.
Well, we'll see.
Well, you have a blue for me from charm if you want it. Don't know how you would apply it, but
I'm trying to. And I'm apologizing to all the YouTube people out there right now who are Mandalorian fans. I know I'm taking some big, what's the word I'm looking for? Some big liberties with this.
Liberties?
So am I probably. So don't worry about it.
it's a fantasy for a reason. So
Yeah, it's an alternate timeline game. So
Oh, I have only 2s in anything.
yeah, some people there that can talk the talk, man.
yeah, like you could be advised on what to say. You don't have to make the roll. Someone else can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mance can tell you what to
Yeah,
say.
I'll
You want me to
I just
try
kinda look
this?
at the
Phone a
Toydarian.
friend.
Yeah, I looked at the Toydarian and kind of put my hand over the mic, even though they're,
What should I
it's not
say?
actively
I mute it.
transmitting. It's just like,
I mute it.
it's kind of like, what should I say? Because they're not believing me. The old passcodes aren't working.
Try to make up some kind of excuse of why your passcodes aren't working. Like maybe you've been gone for a while, on a mission of sorts. You know, make up a code name for the operation you were
I have been on an operation. I have been doing these things.
Yeah, so it's not a lie. There you go.
Yeah, but if you're not part of Clan Talon, it's not going to make... Oh, God. All right.
Malik just says, just hit them with a bunch of information that they can't explain or don't know what it is, and maybe that'll befuddle them.
Yeah, they might kind of know like why you left and that sort of thing. Your dad probably would have kind of been proud of you and said you're going off to do X, Y, and Z. You know. So, what is that like a bluff or a persuade? What do you think?
It would be him being honest, and he would just start revealing details, like because his main function is to record information about Mandalorians who presented themselves in exemplary fashion, so they could be recorded for the futures for other Mandalorians to kind of learn from. So he just starts listing off, people he's encountered during what times and dates, and how they died, and he's bringing back vital information, during his time seeing them.
So Mance is kind of telling you what to say. So do you want to do like a negotiation?
Sure.
Why don't you do a negotiation, but I'm going to give you a setback because you're kind of going through this mouthpiece that doesn't have a clue about social skills.
There's no setback then, because I have a talent that gets rid
No
of them.
setback.
I cannot help you with negotiations, so...
All right, your difficulty is set.
Just let me know.
Okay. Do I roll this one? Oh, no, he does.
No. I think he's saying
Mance.
Mance. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll roll. Is the dice still set?
Dice is set. Ah, sweet.
Here's my roll.
Barely. So
I'm looking for Lando Calrissian.
what do you say? What do you tell him, Jaminos? You just spill the beans.
Yeah, I just start giving him technical detail overload. That's just a bunch of jargon to anybody who's not initiated.
The Mandalorian filibuster.
So you sense some hesitation on the other end of the line. He says, "I tell you what, I don't know if I believe you or not, but your voice sounds Mandalorian. That's one hell of an accent if you're an actor." And he says, "I don't know if I quite trust you, and know that if you land and this is a trap, well, we're the one that."
And I just start. I switch into complete Mandalorian and start calling him all kinds of names and insulting them, and say, "If you don't believe me, I'll come and face you right now," kind of thing.
He just like as a government worker, he's like, "Very well. Set coordinates to Sundori. Head toward landing pad Alpha near the palace. Over."
And Jaminos just sits back in his chair, kind of looking at him. He's just like, "I am not suited for this. I'd rather just kill him and land. That's what we normally do."
So Malik's piling the ship.
Boy, how diplomatic of you, Jaminos.
And Malik on his console kind of gets the coordinates he's supposed to head to, so he probably heads that way. So your ship kind of continues to slow down and lose speed as the atmosphere gets heavier, and you zoom over this planet's like these inhospitable deserts until suddenly you can see all these domed kind of little towns and settlements, and there's a giant one, almost like a mountain in the middle of a desert that you can see. And as you get closer, it's Sundari. You can see it on your scanners, and you approach that. You see there's like a bunch of portals you can enter in the city by. So you do enter one of those portals, and as you do so, the lighting changes, and like the drab colors that from the desert are kind of replaced by all these blues and reflective surfaces. But then as you continue flying over the city, like there's light traffic. It's not very heavy, but you realize that all is not well. And some buildings and even whole city blocks are crumbling and in disrepair. Here and there you see like a fire burning in the street, or like a speeder on fire. And the condition of the city, like after you enter the outskirts, it does get better and better the closer you get to the palace. until finally this palace comes into sight, and you guide your vessel to land. And as you do so, a small entourage is waiting for you. So as you kind of
Jaminos holds his helmet.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, he holds his helmet in the crook of his hand. He's always wearing his armor, so he's ready to meet him. And he points to Malik and Europa, because they kind of look like the scariest ones of the party, and just is like, you two come with me. It'd be best if I have people flanking me.
These are your people, so I guess so.
My people is a very loose term.
Groom, that naive night brother, kind of looks over the edge, and like as the plane like gets ready to land, it hovers over like the landing pad, and there's like a big balcony, and below you can see there's actually like in this like square below, it's just filled with people with signs, and they're chanting and yelling. It's like, hey, look, we have a welcoming committee. So
Jaminos just takes a deep breath. Shit.
as the heroes exit their ship, they can see a half-dozen armored Mandalorians waiting for them. They likely sense no menace, however, as the guards' weapons are lowered. In their center is a man with a bald head and gray beard, who is still wearing armor but no helmet. His jaw is square and chiseled. His eyes are severe. He looks as Jaminos exits. "Son," he says abruptly. "Son, you have returned." He says it as if it is a matter of fact. Of course he has returned. How could he not? He continues. "I knew you would be back one day soon. It is your way to circle the nest again when times are bad, when we need you." Below, you can hear the jeer of a crowd. Jaminos' father briefly turns away, gazing over a handrail at a mob of protesters below. "Order is being maintained, my son, but only barely. We have too few warriors and too many mouths to feed." He turns back to the party. "But I digress. We should go inside. There's much to talk about, and the hour is getting late." So
Jaminos is kind of he's kind of frozen in place, kind of not expecting this kind of open arms kind of thing, considering the last time they met. But he just kind of nods like an obedient child and starts following him.
So before following him, he kind of turns away, like turns from that guardrail, and kind of looks at the people kind of surrounding you. So everybody's outside the ship at this point, or?
Yeah, I'll flutter out.
Follow me. Seeing as
He does kind of like narrow his eyes, and he says, "You've chosen strange followers." Because it's obvious to him that everybody is subordinate to you. So he's.
Europa just kind of laughs at that, just outlandishly laughs.
and Jaminos goes to reach for a flask and to only know that it doesn't exist, and he's just like, "Oh, God damn, I knew I should have saved some."
He says, "So, a brief introduction?"
And he starts introducing everybody, leaving the Toydarian for last because he's kind of the least tough looking of the group.
That's definitely true.
And each person, he tries to announce their accomplishments as he knows it, so as to kind of speak them up a little bit, like Malik of, these are some of the famous deeds he's done, crusher of balls.
And the last title he has earned, the crusher of space balls.
We've gone plaid. Malik steps forward and he says, "I'm General Malik of the what's the resistance called now? Is it
NRR?
New Republic Resistance.
Yeah,
New Republic Remnant.
General of the New Republic Resistance." and he lets Jaminos basically introduce everybody else, and he'll give their rank if they have one. Like, I'm sure Tess has a technical rank, whatever that is.
It gives everybody the opportunity to announce themselves if they so wish, or otherwise he takes, the point on it, because in Mandalorian culture, it's kind of seemed like you announce yourself proudly or you let your commander do it, but you don't, there's no in between.
Yeah, I think Europa's stubborn enough to say, my name's Europa, and I'm a better fighter than any of you, so I'm not have any lip from any of you.
So the guards just kind of
starts laughing.
They kind of turn their helmeted heads to each other, just Boba Fett did, and Return of the Jedi. Just kind of they don't say anything.
Yeah, he just kind of leans over to Europa. It's like, believe it or not, you actually said the exactly right thing you could have possibly said, so good work.
Well, these all look like sons of Bantas to me, so I was just setting the tone.
Malik just kind of smiles, and he's like, don't worry about her. I think she's had some brain damage here lately.
And Jaminos the Elder kind of turns away from the balcony and starts to walk in towards the palace, like where the throne room is and stuff. And he says, and the fluttery one. And he goes, yes. He goes, yeah. And he goes, everybody needs a good servant, something like that. Something kind of demeaning as he walks past. So
when he gets around to talking up about the Toydarian, he actually goes about how he's good at negotiating contracts, and he's a very useful servant, because that's what he actually physically believes.
So as they're walking in, he kind of nods and says, "You know what?" He says, "You've grown up, Jaminos. You're a cunning warrior and so forth, but not everybody can do numbers or read." Inside joke from another game. So the heroes follow Jaminos the Elder into his throne room. He keeps his son nearby, kind of catching up on the local news and familiar relations. Then he kind of has a stern look on his face and coughs and leans into his son, saying, "Shakemir ner al-Rohir di Ganar ad-Dajun." He nods and then turns and approaches the dais of the throne room. He says, "I'm so glad you guys are here." He says, "In the morning, a council is being held on how best to deal with the disturbance here in Sundari." He says, "There are many different factions that will be at the table." He said, "I would like you with us, but unfortunately," and he looks kind of sad, and he says, "I'm afraid you would be an impediment to my plans." Suddenly, at least 20 armed guards enter from nearby hallways and level the weapons at you. "I'm sorry, my son, but the First Order arrived shortly before you did. Joining them and putting an end to this order is certainly the wisest course of action for me." You guys just get surrounded by all these soldiers, pointing their guns at you.
Jaminos doesn't reach for his weapon. He just kind of leans back and he just says, "Follow my lead," to everybody else.
Yeah, no, Europa's looking like a cornered rat, and it's probably not too far off that she's got her hand on her lightsaber, and it's probably barred her teeth and.
Yeah, no, he's directly looking at her and says, "Just follow my lead." But he says it so, under his breath, so the group can't necessarily hear them. The outside, the other Mandalorians.
Malik's like, "Then do something."
Because Terex is about to slaughter some Mandalorians.
Jaminos does the one thing you won't think he would do. He just starts handing over his weapons. He even pulls out the little boot knife he has.
R4 is just he has no clue what's going on, maybe, but he just starts Like, what the hell? What the hell? So Jaminos' stuff's on the floor, and Jaminos the Elder kind of nods at him, and then a couple of the soldiers kind of close in on him and kind of force his hands between his back. And he says, "I am sorry, son." He says, comply with orders, and you will be treated kindly, as will your friends.
Malik just kind of like shakes his head, and yeah, go ahead.
Jaminos he does the same thing, shakes his head and looks. He's trying to be as convincing as he can, looking like he's been betrayed, and tries to come off this emotion, but it's not a perfect example because he's not an actor, but he's hanging his head down low.
Malik sets his rifle down, and he's like, I suppose you just, you want to be slaves of the First Order? I guess that's your choice.
He doesn't say much. He says, the Mandalorians are survivors above all else. We know when to fight, we know when to run, and we know when to make powerful friends. He says, the First Order have offered us a deal that we cannot refuse.
Malik just like nods. He's like, I'm sure they're going to live up to it too.
So they kind of go in on Malik and kind of do the kind of same treatment, respectful but firm, and kind of take up his weapons and so forth. So I think the tough Kotoki is going to be Europa. What's she going to do?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably found some sort of like. So, wait, what kind of area are we in? Is it just like a grand throne room, as you had said?
Yeah, kind of like this. Obviously not exactly like the picture you see. You can see this picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like this, something like this.
Man, I just got my lightsaber, and Jared's gonna take it away.
Come on, I'm not gonna fuck you guys over.
Ah, man. Yeah, she just like there's a minute where she puts her hand on it and she looks around at all the guards and she thinks back to like when she got shot out of the sky, and she just shakes her head and looks at the two that just gave themselves over willingly. So much for a warrior culture. And she just tosses her lightsaber down in front of the guys. I'm warning you now, I don't need that fucking weapon there to kill every one of you.
And Jaminos the Elder simply raises his eyebrow. He says, I sense power in you. He says, but by taking this course of action, I also sense a wisdom. And he gives a nod, and two more guards kind of take Europa. So we have Mance and Tess still going on. Are you going to follow suit, or?
I'm going to ask him.
Pretty badly outnumbered at this point. It's like,
yeah.
Mance flies away.
Get him, Mance.
Yeah.
They probably don't care because he's just a non-combatant.
You hit him high.
I turn into a kung fu master and kill him.
We want to part an old man from his walking stick.
He's going to like fly up to the ceiling, just shout insults at them. They all pass out because of the training damage.
God, that would be an amazing way. I wish you could do that in this game. Have a walking stick lightsaber. Oh, that'd be so badass.
You can.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw down my blaster, and ask him what made him choose the First Order. What deal did they make?
He says something about not being at the liberty to discuss, and then he says something about how there are many, different factions on Mandalore. He says, I don't know if you ran to them in orbit, but there are even some that have turned to piracy. And he says, they are none of my concern, they are not of my blood, but I have to do what brings the clans together.
And then Jaminos just starts shouting something. The first time he's shown any emotion, he's like, this is the damn Vizsla's fault. If they hadn't made a deal with the devil so long ago, we wouldn't be in this damn position.
Well, after everyone else has put down their weapons, Tess looks around and Her lightsaber appears in her hand so quick that even the people watching her closely aren't exactly sure how it got there. Then she casually sets it down with the others, sort of disappears back into her robe.
Robe? No low-cut top? This is a change. This
Distraction.
is the change that I find most dismaying.
I can't think about hot red-headed freckle boobs anymore. God.
Malik looks to
There's two
the.
reasons why this doesn't work.
Yeah, Malik kind of keeps like talking as he's prone to do, and he's like, "You guys look really strong. You're going to do really well doing that manual labor for the First Order. Get ready."
So they start ushering you. They start ushering you out of the throne room towards like a ship out there on the landing pad that's been landing. And as they're doing so, like Malik saying this stuff over his shoulder, like Han Solo style, like "You're gonna regret this. This hard labor is going to catch up to you." And R2 is just kind of following suit. He actually shocks one of them on the leg, and he takes the butt of his pistol and just clumps it on the dome, and he goes.
Yeah, if Europa's probably going to headbutt one if she can, and that's probably going to kill him.
Let's just move along.
Yeah. One real quick question though. What is our
I can't
binds?
believe I got you guys to surrender after every session. Every session. Okay.
What are our bonds made of? Are they just like some sort of binders?
You're not really even bonded. Like they're just marching you off to the ship.
Okay.
At gunpoint.
Okay.
Like your bonds are if you move, they'll pull the trigger. And
Okay.
they're not chumps either.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So, you guys ready to move along?
Yep.
So you guys are all herded onto the ship, and kind of there's a dour mood. Jaminos the Elder is with you. He kind of gives a grave nod to his son, but is very silent and stoic as the little transport lifts into the air. Good timing on the music.
Jaminos just kind of smiles to himself as they pull away.
Is the Night Brother with us?
Oh, I forgot to say.
He was shot and killed.
Yeah, like right when they surrounded you, like to make an example, they just were supposed to kill him, but I forgot. So yeah, he's with you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're supposed to blather his brains all over Europa, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, well, that would have just got me my lightsaber back, so it'd been cool.
Right. But yeah, he's with you. All right. So you've boarded a small shuttle and you leave the palace, exiting over the roaring and jeering crowd below. And again, as you get further from the palace, the condition of things tends to get worse. There's a fire here and there, and the buildings are in disrepair. And it's not that long, maybe 10 minutes of flying, when you again slow down and descend to another landing pad in the domed city. Eventually, motion ceases, and you hear the hiss of landing repulsors, and the shuttle comes to a stop. As you exit the shuttle, the guards kind of fan out. There's little, if any, talking as your captors make a defensive perimeter. Eventually, you're prodded down the ramp at gunpoint. Suddenly, Suddenly, there's a giant explosion. There's a blaster shot. Another. Then there's outside, you guys are bound and you have blindfolds on at this point. There's a sound of bodies dropping all around you. You can see it's hard to know what's going on because you've been blindfolded. And at one point you hear this big heat wave and hear the roar of a flame projector. Just then you hear in Mandalorian, all clear, the landing pad's secure. And at this point, Jaminos kind of feels somebody rip the blindfold off of him, and he sees his younger brother Ravion, and he's like, "So, Father, did you tell him what's going on?" And Jaminos the Elder is like, "No, that's up to you." Jaminos.
Mm-hmm.
Jaminos does.
Sorry, did I miss something?
Yeah, so you guys
Okay.
have kind of been rescued, basically.
Okay. And I just kind of look around, and I'm like, so what's going on?
So the rest of the team that's with your brother Ravion kind of go around the landing pad and kind of remove the blindfolds from the rest of your team, and they're kind of maybe they've been handcuffed or whatever on the way in or whatever, and they're kind of rubbing their wrists and they can see what's going on, and there's like all these dead Mandalorians around, and it's obvious it was kind of a trap set up by Jaminos' father. And he kind of says that he says, "Forgive me." He says, "I had no choice." And he says, shortly before your arrival, the First Order arrived and exploited the weaknesses in our different tribes. He says, "Jaminos, they took your mother."
And Jaminos just is like, kind of looks at him in disbelief. He's like, how? She's the best warrior on this planet.
He says, even the best warrior is no match if her own turn against her, and she's badly outnumbered. And he says,
One of Severos.
he says, "We haven't heard from him in years. We expect the worst."
Jaminos just shakes his head.
Severos, by the way, is Jaminos' like youngest brother. What's your mom's name, by the way? I don't think you ever told me.
I didn't actually create a name for her. I didn't know if you're going to use her or not.
Her name's Mommy. How about Gertrude?
No. Hold on.
Mama knows. I love it. Mama knows.
Fucking God.
So Malik looks at Jaminos Jr. and says, "Who is the representative of the First Order here? Did they tell you their name?"
Hello?
Hello?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you cut out there for a little bit.
No, Malik asks who the leader of the First Order is here, if they told him their name.
And he kind of nods and he gives you a name, but it's nobody you recognize.
Okay.
And he's like, what's important is that we get your mother back. And he says, he kind of gives a little bit of the history, how he has been keeping things together, but the worse and worse things get for the Mandalorians. It's harder and harder because like all these certain like sects have splintered off, and so some of them have kind of abandoned like the kind of honorable ways of the Mandalorians, have turned to piracy, and some of them have joined with the First Order, and some of them have turned to crime and savagery, that sort of things. But Ravion, which is Jaminos' kind of like warrior, like younger brother, and his dad has kind of
He's the current best warrior amongst the Mandalorians as far as like arena goes. He's kind of like the jock of Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So basically, they're like, he's kind of saying like, they're taking you, they're going to take your mother off planet. We have, they had told you guys that Ravion was kind of off into the desert training, and like they have no clue we're here, and we have the numbers to go after her, and we need to go get this done.
I'll just type in. I'll send you a message, Bo, on what her name will be.
It's Jaminos.
What's her nickname?
Malik is like, he's like, it sounds great and all, and we're willing to help anything against the First Order, but we need your help too to fight against the First Order across the galaxy, so they can't do this to other people or to Mandalore again.
And Ravion kind of butts in. He's like, we have very loyal men. We have strong men. We have savage men. And there's nothing more they respect than a job well done. He says, show my people that you can take the First Order down. Show my people that you can rescue my mother, the valiant warrior princess, and I'm sure their weight will be thrown behind you. And he takes his blaster just like, it's like, I'm ready to go.
And Jaminos is like, well, give us back our weapons. Let's get this done with. What we need is a damn Mandalore.
All right. So at that point, you guys all get your weapons back, and you kind of form up and head out. You ready to go?
Right.
Pew pew.
Yeah. Unless someone has a better weapon that I could use.
Shit. What did you start with? I mean, I have. What do you have? Because I have a weapon that you might want. What's your skill?
I don't have any skills in anything. It's just.
Do you have ranged light or?
He's probably
Both
just off
are the
straight
same.
agility.
Yeah, I just have a pocket blaster pistol.
Oh shit! Somebody give him a different blaster thing. Like you could probably just get a blaster rifle. I mean, I don't know why you don't have one.
But I don't have the money.
Because if you had ranged heavy, I could give you a weapon.
Give me a second now. I can give you something.
Whatever weapon. He can have either rifle or pistol. It's fine with me.
I can give you my Q4 quick fire.
That's not
He
bad.
can borrow Mox's grenade launcher.
Give me that. Probably cool with that.
That evens the playing field a little bit.
Probably.
Just a little bit.
Ever seen a Tridarian with a grenade launcher?
Well, you have now.
Every time he shoots, it just like knocks him out of the air. With
Yeah, he goes flying backwards out of like extreme range.
Actually, though, a Toydarian sniper flies around, gets in good firing positions.
Yeah, so I'll take whatever you guys can give me.
Yeah, I get the quick fire. 5 damage, 3 critical.
Okay.
Range light.
Yeah, you should invest in some ranged heavy, and then I can give you a bow. Like a straight up plasma bow.
So you guys gear up, lock and load, and get after it. Advancing in formation, yourselves and your Mandalorian guys cover more and more as you meet resistance closer to your objective. They lob grenades. They shout orders. From time to time, they fire up their jetpacks. A half-dozen soldiers laying down suppressive fire while their comrades take up new positions at their enemy's rear. Then it commences the slaughter. Eventually, though, you're badly outnumbered. Jaminos' brother and his father lead the main group of Mandalorians while your cadre ascends a stairwell on the enemy's flank. Malik lines up a headshot. Kill. Another. Kill. Another. Brains splattered. Then comes a voice in Jaminos' helmet. Yeah, we have them! We have them here, son! The enemy's lust for battle has overtaken them, but we're pinned down. No doubt we have open avenues of retreat if victory does not come to us, but you, on the other hand, you're unnoticed. He says, proceed according to orders and save your mother. And Jaminos, make the dogs pay.
Jaminos cocks his rifle in and then just turns to his assorted friends and allies and just kind of raises his rifle above his head and then starts charging in from a blind spot.
So you guys all are kind of up on this ledge and are able to kind of follow towards your objective while a big firefight erupts between like the two main forces. And so you guys are able to proceed kind of unnoticed. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Malik just follows along.
Yeah.
Ducking for like dodging into cover as he's moving along, so he's not running
You
out.
guys are kind of working your way across, and cover and moving, and every once in a while, Mance kind of like just flutters. Just,
Yeah. I've actually got two pistols, blessed pistols in my hands, just ready to fire.
The Toydarian gunslinger.
You can do that.
That actually looks sweet.
Yeah, you can actually do that in the rules, by the way, be a two weapon fighter. You just have to get the thing, which you can do yourself if you have mechanics. You can make it 2 weapon fighting and then fire with both.
I allow it.
I'd have to look into the rules, but I can help you do it. All you need to do is make a simple mechanics check, and then boom.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even have to have the paired weapon thing to do it. That just makes it cost 1 less advantage to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody can dual wield, I think.
Yeah.
Dual wielding, dual lightsabers. Let's go.
2 disruptor rifles.
All right, are you guys see the fog of war is all covered and stuff for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See your new icons there? They're kind of small, but you can zoom in.
Sweet. You should, you should look into the lighting system. You pay for Pro, so you should look into the lighting system eventually.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to do that outlining and stuff. We did it in a couple of the early games that were kind of cool, like when you guys were going through the forest and fighting those spiders. That was kind of fun. That's when Malik had that disruptor and killed my big beast in 1 shot or 2 shots.
Yeah, disruptors are kind of cheesy, though.
Yeah, well, that's kind of cheesy.
True.
Yeah,
They're also
Let's not get
illegal
into that.
weapons.
So you guys run. Eventually, the blaster fire fades. Now you can hear the echo of your boots as you run. Then you slow to a walk. There's an echo. Ahead, the lights are dim, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's also the slow rumble of a starship engine going through pre-flight checks. Eventually, you end up in a room with a table and 2 exits. Each of them likely lead to your objective. Your move, mates.
Should we split up? That way, if one of us gets pinned down, the other group will hopefully get through.
Yeah. How should we split up? Probably
Somebody needs to protect the Toydarian so he doesn't get shot at.
Yeah. Jaminos and I should probably go opposite directions, and Tess and Europa go opposite directions.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then R4 and the Toydarian should
Like
go
Nick
opposite
going
directions.
with Tess and Europa.
That's fine, and then R4 can come with me.
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right, let's RP it.
So Malik proposes very quickly that they should split up. And he looks at Jaminos and he's like, "You take the others that way, and I'll go this way, and hopefully one of us can get to the ship. I have a feeling that they have your mother on board."
So you can hear this slow rumble of the ship or whatever as the thing starts to kind of fire up, and you can hear some voices from out front. You can hear this kind of like Mandalorian, like, and you hear a kind of a first order like, "Very well. Don't make any unnecessary moves. I would hate to hurt your pretty face."
Ching chong ping pong.
You hear a steely voice saying, "You'll never get away with this, you first order slug." So you guys are doing what?
I guess we roll initiative and we go from there. That'd be the way we do this. So
Yep.
Running down the hallway.
Yeah,
I assume that we go
down
up
the
and down.
hall.
Right? We go up and down, or is it like which direction are we going?
Oh, so this is an exit, and this is an exit.
Don't see anything if you're doing stuff. You might be on the wrong layer.
See this? Yeah, we go back. Yep, exit here.
Well, let's get ourselves lined up first. So
You guys kind of peek out. The.
I'm gonna fix this. Jaminos needs to move his. Well, I mean that's two heavy range characters right there.
Yeah, I thought we were going to split up, he and I.
Jaminos, you need to go up top. Boom.
Yeah.
You can see that there, right?
Yep.
Yep. So you guys can peek out the sides and don't see it. Don't
Malik
see a lot
is
going
going
on.
to poke his head out.
Don't see anything yet.
Can I use stealth to get moved down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can one of us make the roll, or two of us? Because I have stealth too.
Yeah, both of you guys.
He tells
I
R4
actually
to
have
stay
stealth
back.
as well.
Well, I mean, I don't want to bog us down with super rolls. So could we just take like one roll for the whole, like each party?
Yeah,
Or
why don't you just do like your best roll? That's fine.
My stealth is 5 greens. So.
holy shit! Yeah, I'll give you a blue.
5
Oh,
greens.
sorry.
My stealth is 4 greens, 1 yellow.
Yeah, I'll give you a blue, Malik.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I can contribute to that.
I rolled, but I don't know if that difficulty is correct, but
It
whatever.
wasn't set yet.
Okay,
It's
so
set now. It's going to be hard with the setback.
okay.
Does anybody have any talents for even setback for that or anything like that?
Not for stealth, no.
You're gonna give me a blue,
It's
though,
pretty
right?
tough. They're kind of looking out for you guys and whatnot. So yeah, you're
I'm gonna
difficulty
Roll would
set.
be 5
You,
greens, but
Can I do a rhetoric
6,
roll
sorry.
for everybody?
Oh yeah, we might want to do that before we step out. Like he gives us a little pep talk.
Yeah. This now badass Troy Darian twin.
Make sure you guys walk really quiet.
I'm just going to roll the. I'll just roll the setback and then we can manually do it. So it's blank. So success and 3 threat.
Try not to die.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the thing set for the leadership role?
Just give me a second. I closed it for some reason. Set.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, now, what do you get with that?
Honestly, can't
He's the
remember.
Winston Churchill of Toydarian.
Give a upgrade to the stealth check, I suppose.
I'll let you do something else because you already are successful at that.
Okay. Honestly, don't remember what.
There's a thing.
I think with 3 successes and a triumph, I will on the first round of combat. I'll give everybody an extra boost die.
Nice.
I think with a triumph is pretty sweet. So he kind of like organizes you guys and it calms you down. Malik and Europa. Some of you guys are combat veterans, but some of them not as much. And so you kind of fuck all of you guys are combat veterans.
Grohl, the night brother, wherever he is.
The night brother.
He might be guarding our flanks or something. Because
he's guarding your backside.
Europa's.
Yeah. Okay. No.
All right. So you'll go ahead and move up.
The Mandalorians gave the Night Brother a red shirt. Nobody knows why.
So you guys kind of.
Actually, I want him here so I can oh no, I'm being shot. Look, he just jumped in front of it. Oh look, I got my lightsaber back. No, I'm kidding.
I'm trying to figure out how to feel areas. See all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have done the dynamic lighting on this one. It would be kind of nice. So you guys are kind of sneaking up on the ship, and you can see this thing. It's like rumbling. The engine's rumbling, and then all of a sudden, you guys are going to roll for initiative. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna give my guys a boost.
Cool or vigilance?
You guys are expecting a fight, so I'd say cool.
Man, vigilance is like my thing.
I don't use that enough. I should. Let me have that dice pool. So if I want to add a boost to that.
Where's the initiative button?
It's under combat at the very top.
Very top? Oh, okay. It wasn't open for some reason.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
I invested points in vigilance and I never get to use it.
I mean, that's the way I feel too. So
yeah, sorry, bad GM.
Well, I mean, at the beginning it was always vigilance, and then I put a skill point in vigilance, and then afterwards, never vigilance.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
I guess I got an initiative roll of shit.
Don't worry, we'll get shot at, and then we'll murder the shit out of them. That's how it'll go.
Everybody got it?
I think so.
Well, you are like a force-sensitive Cuisinart.
There looks like there's 100 PCs somehow, but
yeah, I think somebody rolled a bunch.
Oh no, you didn't clear it. You did not clear it from last time. Yay, we get the reroll.
Let me just clear everything. We'll just reroll it all. It'll be quick. Clear list. All right, it's clear.
Nice, we got a 30 right now. We got a 22. Oh, somebody has force die. That's holy shit, that's a 6 for whoever invested their force die, or who had the force die there. God damn, we are going first.
A 0. Interesting.
God almighty. They go last. That 4-1, Jared, needs to become a 6-1.
You got a worse roll than last time.
6-1?
Yep.
Done.
Jesus Christ. And who wants to go first?
Can't. Where are they?
Yeah,
Can't see
that right now. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Like any people, at least. I was going to have to start sneaking around.
Well, I mean, Malik, you're in front of me, so if you want to go, hell yeah.
I'll sneak right there.
So you
The
sneak
maneuver.
there. You can actually see.
Well, I'm still second to last.
It doesn't matter. There's no.
You see that guy?
I can.
So you move. You can see him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He has
Why is
plus
everybody
10 to get
moving?
his head chopped off.
Not everybody move.
Yeah, like what?
Just Malik.
All right. I'll shoot this guy then.
All right.
Is he in? So my maneuver was to move.
Yeah, your maneuver is to move.
I'll take strain to maneuver again.
Aim.
Yep. So that's 2, right? To do
Yes,
that.
you take 2 strain. You take 2 strain.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know because I had to do that a lot early on with Europa's maneuver stuff with her force sleep.
Okay. So I will.
Hang on a second here.
Yep.
Hang on a second.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Okay. That's 2, 1. Okay. And I'm going to do a break to get a beer and check on the baby.
Okay.
5-10 minutes, guys. You guys cool?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. See you on the other side.
Yep, sounds cool.
And I'll start your Mandalorian music in the meantime. Jaminos.
Oh, jeez.
Just until we get everybody back.
Penny for your thoughts. I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants. Loving a little music, can't help.
I've returned.
You're breaking my immersion.
It's a break.
It's the intermission music.
Yeah.
It is good intermission music. On that beach. Woohoo. It's gonna come. Go get a coconut. And it did.
Hartley likes this one.
Kiss and attack me.
Where'd it come from?
I just get a visual of kids laughing at Yoda on the beach.
Yeah.
Like he's all beat up. You're psycho wiener.
I should have never given you this song, Jared.
Intermission over.
No, thankfully my
Everybody back?
crap, so I couldn't hear.
Yep.
Mance might not be. He's still on mute.
All right, you gonna take a shot, homie?
Yep. Aim 2, because I spent strain to take an extra maneuver.
So that's a boost.
Yep. And I get a boost from the Tordarian, right? For his triumph.
Yeah. Yep. And that threat from earlier on your stealth check, I'm gonna give a setback.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
My Bantha Eye gives. Oh, it's already in there. So yeah, 4.
Yeah, you factored
I
it
crit.
in because of,
I critted.
Let's do the damage first here.
Yep. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'll check some tokens. Oh. What did you say, 15?
Yep.
This guy's soak. I forgot to add his defense. Fuck. Oh well. Let's go 10.
Just
well,
roll
I'll do it.
just roll the purples and then we'll figure it out.
Just roll the blues, you mean, or the
The
blacks.
black, yeah.
Extra
Mhm.
blacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me do the extra blacks real quick. That'll be quick. So
So
takes
basically,
away-
3 advantages and 14 damage.
So you take
I still
9.
critted. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me adjust this. So he's going to take 9 wounds, and he's going to crit him.
Mm-hmm.
make sure you don't have any previous stuff on there, Jared.
Yeah, I don't think he does, but I have 3 of these separate guys. I'm going to have to keep track of the crits separate, but it's fine. It's under combat, or where is that? Critical injuries. There we go. Here we go. Increase difficulty of all brawn and agility checks by 1 difficulty die until end of encounter. Oh, wow.
That one
Jesus
sucks.
Christ.
That one sucks
Agonizing
big
wound.
time.
That one does suck big time.
Nice.
Jared, you could spend a destiny point to negate that.
I can do that? Thank you, Game Master. I will do that.
Just saying.
I'm gonna hit this heal button. Oh, it's gone. Thank you for telling me that.
Should we use our light side point to make it? Because that guy's gonna. No, yeah, kill that guy. kill that guy, and so it doesn't matter. So he wastes his destiny point. That's what I say.
Oh, well, hold on.
All right.
Wait a second. Wait, you flipped 2 there? Why'd you
No,
flip 2?
I fixed it.
Okay, awesome.
There's some lag, so I hit it twice.
Yeah, go kill
I'm
that
getting
guy.
Getting a bunch of lag on this here. So it's gonna be 9. Okay. All right. Next PC's up.
Who wants to go next?
Have Tess
If you
go
would.
try to kill him, maybe. That way, Jaminos can shoot on an unarmed or uninjured guy. Maybe.
I'm the last PC to go.
No, that's not initiative. You just go whenever. You can go whenever a PC goes.
It's not tied to, because it's
Yeah.
like a movie. It's like a movie, so it's not tied to.
Yeah, you guys just want to RP as much as you can. So
Think of combat as like a combat scene in a movie, and it goes on like. It's not a initiative system like normal. It's just.
It's not rigid. Yeah. I would say Tess goes to try to kill that guy, or whoever goes tries to kill that guy, so he can't shoot.
I was gonna say I can still get. I think it's Jaminos and Tess boost die because they're still in short range to me, and we still have another slot next.
Yeah, I mean that could be cool.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea, actually, before they get too far away.
Yeah, and that saves the Toydarian from being in direct fire for the time being.
Yeah. Oh, thank
The
you.
only problem I have is, or not a problem, rather, is a suggestion is Tess is going to cut through his armor with the lightsaber. I'm going to be resisted.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I had no idea what you meant there,
let's
Jaminos.
just move.
Go get him.
If they got any kind of armor, it'll have a ranged defense.
Yeah, it's okay. That's no problem. I just think have the Toydarian give the boost, and then have Tess go attack him. That's my suggestion.
That works for me.
That's what I was trying to get.
Okay.
Gosh.
I'll another leadership check.
Leadership check. It's average, correct?
Yep.
You're under fire. You get a setback.
That's fine because I don't get a setback.
All right. Move. Another setback. Set.
All right.
All
That
right.
lasts for.
Well, not to step on your play there, Jared, but he hasn't been fired at yet.
That is also
Yeah.
true.
It doesn't matter.
All right. So, who gets a boost? Next person.
Jaminos and Tess both get it for 2 rounds.
So, oh boy. Okay. So, can you guys keep track of those? Okay. Because
Yep.
I know you get a boost the first round from earlier. Triumph.
Yep. So
Jared,
so Tess will
give
have
me
3.
control over Tess's token, and I'll track it for you. Because I'll set up a little thing to where you can. So boost for 2 rounds. See how I did it on Jaminos?
Oh.
Nice.
Let me see here.
You just have to give control over the token itself, not Tess's character sheet. Although you can do it yourself. If you click and hover your mouse over the little blue icon or whatever icon and hit number 2 or whatever number you want on it. And you can do that for every status.
Oh, okay. Cool. I did not know that. You're so helpful, Rivers.
I've been around Roll20 for a minute.
Next game I'm definitely getting a co-GM. It would just help cut down.
Well, I'm going to need a co-GM when I do my Star Wars story.
All
Alright.
right. So I'm moving Mance down in the order, and then next PC is up.
So Tess, after listening to Mance's encouraging words, will maneuver to here and attack this guy with a lightsaber.
Boom. Yeah, it's about time.
Okay.
She parkours and attacks.
Yeah. Off of this piece of equipment here. Bank shot. Oh, no force die. Sorry.
I didn't have my difficulty set yet. Hang on.
Ooh.
Or the bonus die.
Yeah, you might just want to re-roll that, Rob. Like, completely.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take a nig on that one.
You should have 3 blues though. Honestly.
Yeah, 3 blues.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go.
There we go.
Nice.
That's better. That was a pistol though. Is that right?
Oh, did I hit the pistol, not the lightsaber? Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Come on.
Alright.
He has too many weapons.
Third time's a charm.
It just keeps getting better.
How many
look
greens?
out.
So many greens.
Yeah, but she's no training in the lightsaber at all. She's just really
Just smacking him with it.
okay, so
Horses for ally.
Yeah, swinging around like a baseball bat.
Well, I mean, she is using a guard Shoto. Those things are fucking cool as shit.
All right, so what damage does that do?
there's 10 damage, and
He's dead.
Breach and sunder and all kinds
Rivers
of
used some psychology to get Jared to waste his destiny point there. Mind trick. He mind tricked the GM.
I should get, a +1 experience for that.
You guys might get some hurting. These guys are not that bad.
Hurting
They
for a
actually-
squirting.
All right,
I'm
you killed
always
them.
hurting for a squirting.
Alright.
What do you want to do with your advantages?
Take defense. You're out in front if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the cheat sheet? That's what she'll do is...
Oh yeah.
Jaminos' arm tingles in sympathy pain as that Mandalorian goes down, remembering getting his own arm chopped off.
So you want to take a setback attacks against you?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
That...
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 5 advantages.
5 advantage.
God.
What can you do with that?
You could get
A
two
lot.
blacks to the next attack against you.
That'd be
Or
Alright. Yep. That's what we'll do.
Not to
So
mention,
hover
Rob,
over it.
don't forget that you have defensive. But yeah, you hover over it and then press the number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. 2 ninjas.
Judo chop. I did
It's
it for
called
you.
the Judy chop. It's called the Judy chop. Get it right.
So who's next?
2 NPCs.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kill you, filthy Jedi. Where's my combat? These guys are tricked out with tricks. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I got.
You got me at a disadvantage. I'm not fighting hordes. Europa excels at fighting multiple people at the same damn time.
Well, hopefully these
These guys
Mandalorians are a little bit tougher.
They're pretty tough.
Well, to say that Mandalorian that we just murdered the shit out of wasn't tough would be kind of weird, because Malik did 14 damage, 15, and he was still standing.
Mm-hmm.
And he crit him. This system is very, very rubber bandy.
So this guy, all of a sudden, on Tessa's left flank from behind a quarter, just uses, and it's jetpack guy, kind of goes up above her, starts hovering over her, and just the flames just lick around her, and she just
flame is terrible.
Flamethrower.
We get three blacks here, or 2.
All right.
2 plus whatever your defense
hold on.
is.
Don't forget, she has defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this a ranged or melee?
That's ranged.
It's ranged.
And I'm coming into
The guard shadow applies for all, I think. I'm not quite sure, but
Yeah, I think defensive works for all.
Yep. I think it does. And he's going to kind of come into close range. And he's probably going to move back after with his jetpack. But so what you have what, 2 setbacks against you?
With the guard shadow, her full defense, including the 2 from the advantage, is 6.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
It's only one purple though, at least.
That's the Jedi tree, man.
And then she's got sense activated, so he upgrades twice.
He upgrades twice.
Yep.
Or downgrades, I think, is the term you needed to use, Rob.
Whichever. Upgrades his difficulty.
Upgraded. Okay.
God damn. If he hits this, he's a fucking warrior.
Well, the flame projector still has blast.
That is true.
So.
But
He still
Well,
needs
she's a total glass cannon, too. Any of it that gets through, I mean,
The stupid thing.
she takes it on the chin.
it's not the only thing she takes on the chin.
Boom.
Let me try it again.
She's wholesome.
I'm getting that stupid.
I think it's usually. Do you have anything in your qualities of the weapon?
I did, because I wanted to put the qualities on there.
Yeah,
Just
that might-
copy and paste them out of it and then put them in a note somewhere.
Yeah, I'm doing that here. Let's see here.
There should be a notes section in the
There you
combat
go.
section. Just
Wow.
Oh crap! That was really bad.
That's a bad roll for you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they have holy shit, they have 4 yellows. Fuck.
And he
They're
hit on every single one of them. Hit the maximum success.
I hit the
of
max on every single one.
Well, that is Tess with another robot part.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's
4,
just straight
5,
damage.
6.
She doesn't lose an arm, hopefully.
So 14 damage.
She just got a lot less
You could
pretty.
lose the same arm again.
14
No.
damage minus your soak.
So that's 11.
All right.
It's good to know not all of us are tanks.
Yeah, I'm
And,
pretty tanky. But
The so
Yes
with
and
a
no.
four threat, with the 4 threat, he started to kind of fly back, his jetpack just malfunctioned, and he was trying to fly back, and he just boom, kind of fell to the ground in front of her, so he's standing there. He was going to try to spend some strain to fly back, so he's just right there in front of her with her lightsaber. All right, next NPC goes.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Over to Jaminos, or over to Malik.
Man,
You
not
see some guy,
flankers again.
come out like from behind the ship, like fly up into the air, and he points his wrist at you. Just a spout of flame just comes out of it. All right, what's your defenses and stuff?
1.
I'm getting that shit where my buttons don't work again. Is everybody else getting that?
No, mine works
I
fine.
haven't checked.
I don't know.
Oh, there it goes. It's just laggy. Whew. What's your defense?
1.
Ranged?
Yep. I'll spend a die to upgrade his difficulty.
All right.
I suggest we do some party spending on money to get equipment here because it's fucking Mandalore. But
Bada bang. Bada bang.
If everybody's running around in Mandalorian armor, I quit. I'm sorry.
well, that's not what I'm saying. Like, obviously, Mandalorian armor wouldn't. Battle armor is like the stat that you probably used. So.
Yeah, if they're running around, they're running around in.
He shouldn't get that. He shouldn't get that boost. That boost die, by the way.
Okay, so he's got 1 triumph and 4 successes.
8, 9, 10. So it's 12. 12 damage.
Yep.
Soak of 6.
All right, put it on. So he moves forward, and he's going to take an extra. He's going to take a couple strain.
What are you going to do with the triumph?
Crit him.
I have, hold on, before you roll that, I have some, or before I roll that, I suppose. Durable, so.
-10 in the modifier slot,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's already set. I'm going to clear mine because I already had one.
It might fuck up and give you one higher, so you might want to check it afterwards. But
Okay. Ready for me to roll?
Yep. I imagine so.
Nice.
Nice. That's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Flesh
Minor
wound.
nick. So
Got
he goes up there and like burns you, like your sins, your you know, like you took some damage and stuff. You feel some blistering on your skin, and you see him like above you. He fires and he kind of hovers back over that starship, and he drops back down into cover.
Mm-hmm.
These are no slouches.
Well, they're about to be dead slouches when I get my turn.
PC's up.
Who wants to go next?
I
Jimmy?
think I'll go if you don't mind.
Yep, go ahead. She's in the most danger.
All right, I just kind of stand in front of the Toydarian to give him kind of cover behind me.
And he's not engaged with Tess. He's not engaged. They're just proximate.
I'm gonna aim and shoot.
So you get 2 boosts for this round, right?
Yep.
And
One
then
from the aim and then
one from aim.
Next, yeah.
And then he has adversary 1, and he has ranged defense of 2. So your difficulty is set.
nice.
Sweet. How many damage? So your damage is 14, so 17.
17 with a crit, maybe.
Let's see what his soak is. I forget what it is.
Looks like a crit. 3 critical.
You actually could do some.
17. What'd you say it was? 17?
Yeah.
Boom. So you hit him pretty hard. He's staggered, and then what are you going to do with your advantages?
Yeah. I'll give him to Tess.
So Tess has how many? Hmm?
All right.
Whoa. I don't think you would get a blue, right? You would give 1 blue. Are you going to crit him? Or what are you going to do with the advantages? You can't give them all to her, I don't think.
Well,
you
I'll
just get-
give one to her and one to crit him.
Yeah, so you use 3 advantage to crit, and then 1 to give her another blue for next round. So
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my Destiny point to not take the crit.
you still take the negative, so you have to roll it, but you don't keep the negative effect, because if he took another attack, like, it would add the critical modifier. So, like, he would get plus 10.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy, I'm going to say...
You would just ignore the effects.
Let me just
So
roll.
my special thing that increases my crit by 10 doesn't help.
Oh, it would increase it, yes. So when you roll it, did you just roll it, Jared?
Yeah.
Just give me extra 10.
You would go on top of that and make it a 10, and that would be, let me look,
7.
crit table.
Well, it doesn't matter because he ignored
He
the
didn't.
effect. So
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just,
no.
he just has 17.
So 17, but no effects.
Yep, 17
All right.
with no effects.
All right, I'm going to heal that, bro. All right. We got another PC up.
I guess it's me next, or the Tordarian? Do you want to go
I already
Tordarian?
went.
He already
Alrighty,
went.
what's the range band for this, Jared?
From
For
where
me
you to him. For you, that's 2.
So medium.
Yeah, medium range.
Okay, well, I will roll my force die. That's not supposed to be in there. But
I haven't cleared it. Let me clear it.
but it's fine. I get what I want to. I was just looking at the force die there. I only needed-
You're good. So you can do your force leap shit.
So I like jump and kick off the wall next to me, just above the scrap heap that is our R4, and land on top of the starship as he's floating above it. And he's about to get a world of hurt.
Yes.
Is there anything I see when I'm back here?
Let me just. No, not really. Just the back of the ship. I'll reveal the rest of the areas.
There's no like Mandalorians or any surprise tactics. Okay.
Behind the ship? Nope.
Yeah, this guy's about to be hurt. You might want to put in your negatives.
All right. So it's melee. He's got this. He's got an upgrade. All right.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Do you have my blue in there from the first round?
Nope. All right. It's in there now.
And other than that, I don't think I have anything. Unless I'm missing something. Does anybody think I'm missing something? Because there's just the one blue from what I recall.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's just the one blue. But here we go. Let me hit the button. If it'll go.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's fine. I don't care about despair. But that is... Fuck, that's 12 damage with breach, and then with that one advantage, I'm going to hit him again with the same damage.
12 and 12.
Yep, 12 and 12.
So
Oh
that's,
god, you can do that with a dual lightsaber?
Yes, you can. It's
wow.
linked 1.
Yeah, you have a pretty sweet weapon. So 12, that's 5, 7. So, okay.
Well, don't forget breach.
Yep. Oh yeah, dead.
It just gets cut in half.
Yeah, you just bring down lightsaber on him and just cut him up. Smoking crater.
What are you going to do with that despair? Turn me into a molten wreck?
Let me see what I can do here.
The ship explodes.
His jetpack should explode as she cuts through it with her lightsaber.
Can you do that with...
I don't know.
Let's see.
That'd be cool.
I know you can...
Range attack. Let's see here.
You could do that. You could hit me with the dude, like he raises his thing as a despair and like tries to put up the flamer in my face and sprays me with fire.
Shot against you.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to do something else. I mean, that's just what that would do. I think. I don't know. It's worded weird.
Yeah, I'll do that with a setback against it though, because he's just kind of like, ah.
I mean, it was the despair, so it's like a failure. So I mean, a fumble. So I mean, you do what you want with it. I don't really care. You could make me fall prone.
The deadly prone.
Like that would actually do some damage to me from right here because I'm up high.
Yeah, let's just do this. So as your lightsaber cuts into him, it cuts through his like apparatus for his flame projector and his jetpack, and activates the blast quality of those. So like a blast 8, and you're like knocked off the ship. How's that sound?
That sounds cool to me. And like, you just put me where you want me, boss.
You're just like, oh.
Do you want me to take some strain from that or something, or?
Let's blast it. So 8 damage.
8 damage? Does that get covered up by soak, or is it
Yeah,
not?
it does.
Okay, well then I only take 2.
Yep, take 2 damage and you fall prone.
So like I land on the back of the ship and I just like there's like the boom and I just go, oh crap, and just tumble
off.
Land on my head, slide on the ground.
All right, NPC up. All right, so from inside the ship, the officer in there is like, he's calling in orders, and he calls in some reinforcements, and out from this area, another guy that arrives. He's going to be at the bottom of the initiative order.
Is the ship open? Can I see? Can I get inside the ship?
Yeah, there's like a hatch like at the tail end of it here.
Okay.
How can I just manually add another one at the end?
Right click someone and then hit add turn.
Add turn. Mandalorian warriors. I can just drag him wherever I need him.
Yeah, he's there now.
So yeah, so he's gonna go. Oh, so automatically puts him at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put him back. All right, cool. All right, PC's up.
Who's left?
I think it's you.
I went the.
Must be R4.
Oh, R4.
I didn't roll for him.
Yeah, just R4 is just kind of there.
Well, we could probably just skip that one because I don't know who it's for because everybody acted.
1, 2. There's 4 of us, right? So
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
yeah, that's.
You could
2.
have R4 just go for the hatch and try to open it.
Yeah.
That's up to Jared.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So is that a maneuver to get there?
Yeah, they probably kind of two maneuvers like for him to get there, so he can make it like he starts rolling across the battlefield.
As I like fall down beside him as he goes by, and he beeps accordingly to my demise.
Yeah, he's like, "What happened to you?"
He starts beeping.
Okay,
all right. So I can remove this last one. I'll just keep that as R4, I guess.
that's fine. I mean,
just keep it as R4.
All right, we're back to the bottom or top.
Tess, don't die. You're too pretty to die. You know the rules. The pretty ones always live.
And I guess in that spirit, Tess should probably attack this guy.
I know what's going to happen here. Do you want to not even roll? All right, let me set my difficulty.
I mean, they could get blanks on every green.
Yeah, you know, you could.
Right, I could get the reverse of the roll
Do you
and
have
hit her.
any boosts or anything left?
Yes,
Yeah.
he has one boost from the bonus from the Tordarian. He has. Other than that, I don't know.
One from Jaminos just passed me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one from Jaminos and one from the Tordarian, and then after that, she doesn't have any more blues from the
All right,
Tordarian.
you're good to go.
Yep.
Your difficulty's good.
Let's get the lightsaber this time.
Nah, you don't need that. God. That's
So there's at least 10 that he
He's
can't
dead.
soak.
Well, what's the lightsaber base damage?
7.
7.
7,
So that's 13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's gone, yep.
Yep, he is gone.
He's gone. There you go.
He's dead,
So,
Jim.
Tess, how are you going to RP it?
Tess reels from his attack. She almost collapses against whatever this apparatus beside her is.
You're all singed and no longer beautiful. Just kidding.
And she sort of fakes being even weaker than she is, kind of lulls him, and then strikes with the lightsaber and cuts him down.
Nice.
And then she sort of slumps against this thing.
All right, next PC's up.
I guess that. I don't know. Who wants to go? Do you want to go, Rivers?
If you want me to take care of the boss man there, unless actually no, you go. You could kill him. You could aim and just murder the shit out of him. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna move back over here to get cover, and then do another maneuver to aim, and then shoot.
Bang, bang, bang.
You don't have any boost, do you?
I'm aiming, but other than that, no.
Yep. All right. Difficulty is set. Go.
Should I throw a grenade at him just cause?
I mean,
Good.
you could.
don't
Your
miss.
No,
weapon's probably
no. I could potentially miss if I did that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
God Almighty, that sucks.
What's the base damage of your weapon?
9.
9,
I can't crit,
10,
so
11,
there's that.
12,
13,
13.
15,
The advantage
nice.
could give him a lot of stuff, actually.
5, 10. You hurt him bad.
I'll pass a boost to whoever the next PC is.
Who goes next? I can't see the turn order.
It's
Whoever
us.
wants to go next.
Okay.
Yeah, we're next.
Who wants to go next? Jaminos, you think you can make that shot from there if you moved appropriately?
Yeah, I could make
Yeah. He can move and then have a 2 purple shot, I think.
You
Yeah.
can move. You can move aim too, with just a little bit of strain or whatever.
Would you rather
Yeah, I
me
don't
move
mind.
or
You can move to like right
I-
here.
I can move.
This stuff is low. You can shoot over this stuff here.
Rivers,
Well, the
you
reason
should.
why I'm asking,
You-
I want to get on the ship.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's why Jaminos should shoot him, and then you can go in your next movement and get on the ship and do whatever.
Murder the crap out of the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when the difficulty's set.
Have any boost or anything?
Idea.
Just the one blue.
You aim. You're gonna aim though too, right? Take some strain,
Yeah, the aim.
so you can have 2 blues. Because you have one
I'll
for
take
the
the
sword
strain.
area. Yep, difficulty is set. Oh, I know. With your
That is
weapon,
one
he's
hell
dead.
of a hit.
He's dead.
Is dead, Jim.
All right. Next NPC is
Jaminos
up.
just shoots his helmet off of his head and says, "Stay away from my mother, you son of a bitch."
So you shoot this guy, he slumps against the wall, and all of a sudden R2 R2 beeps as the
She looks an awful lot like the Duchess of Mandalore.
That's your mommy. She's pretty frail for being a really good
she's
warrior.
A little bit tougher.
Yeah, that's the only picture I had, man.
No, I know. I'm just busting your balls.
That's why she's such a badass. She lulls them into a false sense of...
So as you guys finish off the Mandalorians, you guys kind of circle around the outside of the ship, and out from the tail end of the ship comes this guy with his weapon. It seems the good guys have a way of winning and not giving up, but that's when evil gets desperate. Out of the ship, from the side nearest Jaminos, steps a First Order officer. His face is young but grim and disciplined, cold. He holds a pistol. That is a pistol. It pressed up against the head of Jaminos' mother. Stop there. Lay down your weapons. Give me the chance to parley, to convince me that you are not all savages and that I shouldn't blow a hole through this woman's skull right now. Yes?
Malik's like, no.
Jaminos would immediately shoot him. I'm dead serious. He wouldn't give him the
it's fine.
monologue. He would be saying,
You want vigilance?
Stop right
You want vigilance? Let's do it. Here we go. It's gonna be.
Who's quicker?
Let me see what this guy has on his.
Oh, that's really not good.
Yeah, you.
Reds. Don't. I haven't set my difficulty yet.
Okay.
I haven't set the difficulty. And I'm going to use the dark side point.
Use the light side point, Jaminos.
Yeah, I'm going to use the light side point then.
All right. So yours is going to be upgraded?
Yep.
Are you ready? This might be your mommy.
This is going to suck. But
All right,
the Mandalorians do not negotiate with terrorists. I'm sorry.
Your difficulty is set.
Oh
no.
Bam!
Am I allowed to roll this because I'm standing right there? Like,
she
would have acted too.
It doesn't seem like you got your light side or dark side there.
Oh, you know what?
No, it didn't.
That didn't work at all. Huh.
Nor was the difficulty set.
Yeah, nothing was there.
You might have lucked out here.
Well, I think
it's because you're rolling initiative.
Yep.
Roll vigilance, not initiative.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There you go. Well, still the difficulty.
No, your difficulty is still not. Like,
wait. It's just like what Mance said. Roll the skill, not the initiative.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have to roll the skill.
Wow, why didn't I think of that?
Tell me when you can roll. I'm ready. I'm kind of antsy.
There's my roll.
Yeah, same here.
That's Europa's.
Does Europa actually get to roll first?
Did you roll? Jaminos, you never got to roll yours either.
No, the reason why I was arguing why I could roll is because I'm standing literally right there.
No, you guys both, like, you could try to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, Jaminos, you need to roll yours appropriately too, because you're the one making the first action.
Here it is. God damn.
Good thing Europa's there.
That's a tough roll, though.
Does that got the light side on it?
Mm-hmm. That's
I didn't get a light
yellow.
side. No, I did. I did get a light side on mine, and you did
upgrade
too.
One. It's upgraded. So what would happen? So, Jaminos, this is good for RP. I have some good ideas going forward.
Hold on. I mean, why can't I have my roll be effective? Like,
well, I failed, didn't I?
Yeah, Jaminos failed, so Europa, you get to go first.
Oh well, yeah. I'm just gonna fucking bull rush this guy, and
Yeah, just RP it. Just RP what you're gonna do, because you're obviously.
I think. Well, if we're not doing rolls, I think I'm just gonna like. My lightsaber goes down, and I kind of like feign resistance, and as he like looks away, Europa just force leaps into him, like jumping upwards, and she like grabs onto his blaster pistol and like shoves like him out of the way, and basically tackles his mother out of the way for Jaminos to shoot him. Like,
All right, so Jaminos starts to raise his weapon. Yeah, Jaminos starts to raise his weapon, and like this is like a slow motion scene of a movie, right? He's raising his weapon. His armor's like he's slowing down. He's fatigued from the battle. This guy's fresh. He's starting to raise his weapon, but Europa, just like with her force sensitive senses, just sees this officer's trigger finger start to depress the trigger. So she just rushes in, knocks him out of the way, leaving Jaminos a clean shot for this guy. That sound good?
All right, let me know when difficulty's set. Yeah.
No, you can just take him out. RP it, buddy.
oh, triumph! Yes.
There you go. Make it especially brutal. Make your mommy proud.
I literally just keep firing, or I fire at him, but keep firing till I singe a hole right through his chest, and then when he's still kind of staring at me dumbfounded, shove it in his mouth, pull the trigger.
As you walked forward, that would have been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. As he's slowly walking forward.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. Malik's like, whoa.
Good guy.
Here I am straddling the Jaminos, just like, hi, how are you?
So Jaminos kind of like raises her hand up to her fellow warrior, and she says, "Thank you," to help her up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll step back up off of her and help her up.
She helps her up and she says, "Thank you." And she looked to her son and says, "And what an entrance." And she walks forward and looks down at this officer and just spits into his wound. Says,
his many wounds.
His many wounds. And Jaminos says,
He doesn't say anything. He just hugs her, and you can actually see tears kind of trickling out of his helmet.
"Mandalorians don't cry, bitch."
Is that what she says to him?
Lovely family.
No. She's very she's
God,
very
that one hits
passionate.
home. That sounds like fucking every day for me. Holy shit.
She's very tender towards him. She says, "Jaminos, welcome home." And there's going to be a screen wipe.
And he
Nice.
What does he say?
he just kind of mumbles incoherently in Mandalorian.
So Europa just like picks up this guy's blaster and tosses it to the flying bug in their presence. It's like, found you an upgrade.
I love it.
Is this a first order ship?
Yeah.
R4 is gonna go nuts trying to get intel on this thing.
Hells yeah. Sounds like a good RP for Facebook.
Even better, we just got our ticket into first order territory right there.
Yeah, potentially.
Tess looks around the cockpit. Man, I can fly this heap.
I stick a stim pack into Tess.
Reverse, thank God you're faster than me.
I am pretty fast.
Thank you very much, Vance.
It looked like you needed it.
Mostly dead.
Bring out your dad.
Bring out your Don't worry.
Not on the cart yet.
Full of those moments. Bring out your dad. Dong. Bring out your dad.
Several hours later, there is a brief camera shot. There is a battered and wounded visage of Jaminos. There are the others too, but only Jaminos is near his mother. He looks after her, tends to her, leading her strength to the only time she has appeared weak in her life. His father, the elder Talon, looks on, proud. Son, we have thrown off the shackles of our would-be suppressors this day. We now know that there can be victory. Not immediately, not easily, but with enough fight, with enough grit and smarts and determination, we can be victorious over the First Order. Maybe once again we can be of Mandalore as old. At this point, the camera cuts away. They exit the ship. Below them is a roaring crowd as Jaminos, the elder, raises the hand of his wife. Then he whispers to his eldest son, I am getting on in years, boy. If you should want it, the mantle is yours. Mandalore, it is time. What say you? What say you, son?
And choked up, he just raises his rifle and starts shouting, Hat Hajahait, which translates to truth, honor, and vision.
Nice little episode we got here.
Nicely done, guys.
Oh my god, my heart was literally pounding.
Yeah, that's what I want to get.
Just another thing that Jaminos.
One second,
congratulations.
his mother's about to get ganked, and the next moment, I've just been offered the position of Mandalore. Holy shit.
You need to look into possibly
This will get